Welcome back to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. That's right. I have been pointing up because I just can't. I've been having all this time on my hands. I'm learning all this stuff. I could just put it there and then I could put it there. I mean, I could put it anywhere you want me to put it because I've been learning. Anyway, so you can get us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, TuneIn, Deezer, Roku, Vimeo. I mean, I'm everywhere. If you're watching this, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not, subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're seriously lacking in that department. Anyway.
I dare to be different. 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 I dare. I dare. I dare to be different. I dare to be different.
Anyway, so I want to thank you again for joining us, man. I have a wonderful, wonderful show for you today. I have a wonderful show all 11 years.
Yeah.
11 years. 11 freaking years. Somebody, honey. I'm just kidding. Anyway, no, I'm not. So, man, I am so excited about this show today. And you guys are getting the raw me because, we got nothing else to do. So all my energy is put into this. All right. So I want to welcome to the show a wonderful artist. I mean, she does so many different things. I'm just going to just leave it alone, but she's beautiful and she's talented and she's up and on the rise. So welcome to the show, Natalie Nichole. See, that was a tongue twister. I did it.
Yes, you did it. Perfect, actually. Thank you. Other people butcher it entirely. So.
Oh, my daughter's name, they call her everything out of the book but the right pronunciation. So I told her I'm sorry.
Right. It happens.
I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So tell everybody, what do you do actually?
Well, I'm a singer-songwriter mainly. That's what I consider myself personally. But I do act. I do write scripts. I do discover talent too. I have my own label called Indians Music Group. So we're actually going to start putting out some artists next month. So
wow.
Really, really excited about that. I do a little bit of everything. I dance. Goodness, the list goes on. Really, I used to host. I used to be a radio host. Yeah. So I do everything, really.
Yeah.
Yes,
awesome. So, let me ask you a question because this is a big thing going around. Okay. I had a director on the last interview that I did not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me there's on the rise for the drive-in theaters. I'm like, oh yes. What? Yeah. I'm there. I am there. I love drive-in theaters. Okay. So now, since musicians like myself and yourself, we're not going out, we're not gigging, we're not doing any shows, no concerts. It's like you're out of luck, baby. Okay, you ain't getting no money, and then forget about unemployment because you ain't getting nothing there either. Anyway, so so it's like, okay, the rise of the record labels.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna happen.
Well,
I can see that. I can really see that.
Yes, I mean I'm one of them, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of outlets now though too for even performers because like I'm a part of sponsored sites that are like they pay to sing live. I mean YouTube's starting to do that now too all of a sudden.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, even
I'll be right back. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna get money real quick. Right. Yeah. Facebook's starting to do it, I believe. YouTube. There's a thing that I'm on called Sessions, where they pay you some money to do your live, and then people can like send you love that translates into money. So
I like it.
I mean, it's not like a whole bunch, I guess, like what people used to making like on a real show. But I mean, you're in your house and you ain't gotta go nowhere, but in your room, sing.
That's it.
Rap
That's
or whatever
it.
you do. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that, so now that I know that,
I'll give you a list. I'll send you a
I like
list.
that. Send me a list, darling, so we can share it with some of these people out there so we can all make some Benjamins. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
It helps.
Every red penny helps right now.
Yes.
Literally every red cent. Wow, wow. So how did you get started? And hey, first of all, thank you for that, and thank you for helping the people out. So we're gonna have that list, and all you have to do is go in the description box below and look there, and then she'll hook up. She'll hook us up.
I
Fellow
will.
musicians, we stay together. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so so how did you get started?
Ah, man, I've been singing since I was born practically. My first word was a note. That's what my mom said. So I believe her. I believe her. But I've been performing since I was a kid, a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Singing all over San Antonio, Texas, where I grew up. I did festivals and things like that, and then I put on my own little concerts and stuff, and talent shows. And then, of course, I took it way more serious than everybody else. It wasn't just like a hobby for me. So I wrote songs of all genres and started making albums at like 15. And I have two
Wow.
original albums that are out with my first and last name that I no longer go by. So
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I've been doing it for a really long time, and I mostly started because I needed an outlet, because I
Mm-hmm.
went through a lot of things growing up. We all have trials and tribulations, and it was my way to escape or express,
Mm-hmm.
so I just did it because I needed a cheap therapist, and I was the only one available. So
I hear that. But I was like, la la la. Oh, I feel better already.
exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Awesome. Awesome. So
Yes.
tell me about your career, because you've done some amazing things.
Oh goodness. Well, I guess I can't even say that, because I did some pretty amazing things when I was a kid too. I was a part of like organizations that stood against drug and alcohol abuse,
Mm,
and I won like the Difference Award in my community, and I was on like the local TV stations and stuff like that, and I wrote songs for kids for the bullying and for like educational purposes, and then I moved to LA. I got discovered by Nick Cannon
mm.
randomly. Um,
Wow.
that I didn't plan that, obviously. I was homeless when he discovered me,
Wow.
living out of the car with my mom, and we were homeless for like 11 months. And then he was like, "You want?" It was a contest, and I
Mm,
just wrote a song to one of his beats, and he was like, "Yeah, you won this and that." We made some songs. They're online. They're different platforms, and yeah, I mean, we have like a whole EP that we're still anticipating to come out, so we'll see what happens with that. But
wow.
other than that, I mean, that happened. I wrote songs for Empire, the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
I sang background vocals for Rita Wilson, Tom Hanks's wife. Um,
Wow.
I've done a lot. It's been a ride, and I feel like I'm really old, but I'm not. I feel real old.
How old can you be, girl? Don't even try it. Don't even say nothing. I mean,
Okay,
because
well,
no, it
I
ain't.
won't.
A woman never tells her age.
Right. You're absolutely correct. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Wow. So that is amazing. All the things that you've done when you were doing it, I mean, did you even think you were doing it?
No. You know,
I
you know,
ask that question a lot. I don't mean to kind of interrupt you, but I ask that question a lot. You know why? Because people don't realize while you're in it, you're not noticing what you're doing. You're just kind of going along with it.
yes.
But after it's finished and people come back to you, how do you feel? When people came back to you and said, "Hey, did you realize you just did this? Did you realize it?" What went through your mind?
I was just like, I've been doing this for so many years. I didn't look at I didn't look at it as an accomplishment. I looked at it as another,
Mhm,
that's another step towards
mhm,
where I want to be. It was work.
mhm.
Although I loved it, it wasn't like torture or anything. I mean, sometimes I guess it was, but you do things for things that you love. So
Yeah.
um, I didn't. I just thought it was another step. People would praise it and stuff like, "Girl, didn't you know? Like, dang, And I was like, I still got a long way to go to me. So
Mhm.
it's just you got to keep working.
Yeah.
Just got to keep working.
Wow.
It
Wow.
doesn't feel like it's an accomplishment. Every now and again, I have moments where I'm like, wow, I I really been doing a lot, and
Mhm.
I did accomplish some things. But let's keep it going.
That's it. You don't even have time to think about it, really. I
Yeah,
mean, if you stop and think about it, you probably get scared.
yeah. Yeah, but yes, you do get
Yeah,
scared. I
you would
feel
get
like
scared.
you're
I think
supposed
I
to.
would.
Yeah, I feel like you're supposed to though. I don't think anything that's worth doing should be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna do it. Woo woo. It should be like, dude, I'm gonna do this. Like, we're gonna
Mhm.
do this. You know what I
You
mean?
like, you pump yourself up like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it should have
Get
that
you
type
this.
of
Yeah.
energy to where you go for it and execute. So,
Wow. Wow.
yeah.
I've never had to do that.
Really? Like, really?
No, it's so funny
Explain.
though, because I am the complete opposite. It's like, I just do it.
Right, right,
I
right,
don't
right.
get scared. I don't have to pump myself up.
Huh.
I don't have to do anything. I just do it. It's like,
I
here it is. I'm like, yes,
yes.
yes.
I can't say I have to pump myself up because I know people who really do have to pump themselves
Mm,
up. But
mhm,
there is always a little like, because I'm a perfectionist, it's like,
mm,
oh, I want to do it right. It's
mhm,
that
mhm,
feeling more so. I always face the fear, if that's what you want to call it.
mhm.
But I can't say I'm like, come on, Natalie, get it together, get it together. It's not like that. It's more like,
Mhm.
oh, hey, we're gonna do this, and I hope it turns out right, and I hope I don't look crazy.
I hear you. I hear you. Man, I tell everybody has a technique to kind of get them in the mood to do different things. What do you do to get you in the mood to write, to maybe produce other people, to do what you do? What kind of mindset have you found yourself having to adapt to?
When I'm writing, like for myself,
Mhm.
usually I just gotta not think. When I don't think is when everything flows. Seriously, like even when I'm singing like live or something, if I'm thinking about it too much, if I'm like overthinking it, there's a bigger possibility that I'm gonna mess something up. If I just let it go, I can totally hone in on what I'm really thinking, which is an emotion rather than an actual thought, and then
Mhm.
I can write that down or sing it and it come
Mhm.
out right without me forcing it to.
Mhm.
And as far as writing for other people or like producing other people vocally, I absolutely love doing that. I love arranging people. There's a song that's going to come out next month actually called Pay Attention, and
Mhm.
I have an artist named Naz Music, and he can sing. And I was looking for a person to sing the record for me with me. It's a duet. I wrote a duet, and he didn't write it, but I was like, "Yo, can you do this?" And he was like, "Yes." And to be in the studio with him and
Mhm.
guide his beautiful he has like that Luther Brian
Ooh.
Knight real voice, not just
Mm.
no, it was a good voice. Like,
Mhm.
so to be able to be in the studio and see him bring my song to life even more, which caused me to have a different vision for it, made me sing different too. So
Mm.
it just made it that much more beautiful. I love producing people and guiding them vocally in a studio and arranging music. There's in those moments there's not really a specific process. I kind of just read the person and see what they're comfortable with,
Mhm.
and I pay attention to how they learn,
Mhm.
and if they learn a certain way, if I have to sing it for them, I'll do that, or if they lead by example, I'll show them a song like this,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
they can catch it. But it's really just paying attention to the person. Each individual that I'm working with is different, so it varies.
I can see it. I can see that the passion that you have for it. That is amazing. So what do you have coming up?
Oh goodness gracious! Woo!
Oh no, I just opened Pandora's box. I can tell you right now.
Woo! Yeah. Yes. So I mean, we had our EP, which was 2020, that came out in March. There was 9 original songs, and we talked about that in a past interview. And then, and about Indecisive, one of the records
Mhm.
that you interviewed me about as well. We have Sunshine that's out right now. It's a
Mhm.
new single. It's kind of reminiscent of Little Flip's song, Sunshine.
Okay.
Sunshine, I can call you my baby boy. That one. Um,
Hey, sing for me anytime. Go ahead.
so
Yo, we
that's
take it cash out. I'm just kidding.
right. I take donations. Come on now. So it'll be in the description. But right. So that came out. It's called Sunshine, and it's just really nostalgic. I just wanted to do something that was fun for pandemic, since everybody's trapped at home. They needed a little sunshine brought indoors, I guess, to their ears.
Mhm.
So I put that out. And like I said, next month we have Pay Attention. That's a record with one of my artists that's a part of my label, Indians Music Group. And his voice is amazing. His original songs too are great. He's a great songwriter. But that song I wrote, and I'm just glad he helped bring it to life for me and with me. We have a video that we're shooting on the 22nd, so that's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the later months this year, we have more artists from Indians Music Group that are going to be coming out, more videos and things like that. So it's really a consistent rollout. We have
Mm-hmm.
music every single month. I do giveaways all the time, and I'm just helping mold some other artists because I just think they're so talented. So
Mm-hmm.
that's mainly what my agenda is.
Awesome. There's so much talent out there. There's so many different people that can sing, and then there's so many people that get jealous of the talent that another person has, which
Yes.
doesn't make sense because, I mean, you literally can't have the same talent.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, you got to have your own little thing. If you can do runs, that's your talent. If you can't, that's your talent. I mean, it's just like, if you sing sweet, which I can't do really good, then that's your talent, So everybody has something unique. When you think about yourself, what did you have to develop that wasn't so developed in the beginning, but now it's like, yeah, I got this?
Harmonies.
Mm.
I could always hear them. I knew I wanted them there, but I couldn't always naturally execute them right away.
Gotcha.
But now I can confidently say that I hear them and I can execute them, and they run way smoother than they ever did before. And
Me too.
Yeah, it took a lot of practice.
It's you can hear it, but it's like it don't come out. My teacher told me when I was about. My mom sent me to vocal class when I was about 5, 6, 5. And my teacher told me, she said, young lady, and she says, you're going to be learning Madonna's song. Now, I'm going to let you know, this is how she talked.
Oh, goodness.
I'm going to let you know, and this was her, that you have a cord. It goes from your ear to your mouth, and somewhere in the middle, it's broken.
And somewhere in the middle.
It's broken. What I'm here to do is help you tie it together.
Wow. I mean, hey,
Listen.
did it work?
Eventually.
Right. As long as it got tied together, I guess it don't matter how it did it.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
That was my first lesson. I remember because she always did this. Yeah, she was, older lady. She was very proper.
Oh, wow.
But I loved her. She was sweet. She was always nice to me. And it was nice to have a teacher that you can remember at the age of 5.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. So shh.
You don't look much older than me. So we're both very young. We're both very young. Yes. I feel like maybe another thing that I've gotten better at, the mix register, I had to learn that. I didn't always know how to do that. When I was about 15, a teacher taught me how to do it by singing the Patti LaBelle song, Running Hot, Running Cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally had to just sing those few notes over and over and over again to get into it, to find it.
Yeah.
And then I found it and I was like, oh, snap, I can do that. And then it was history from there. I just kept doing it and practicing, singing tons of songs like that. So now that comes in handy when I'm sick.
Mm-hmm.
That part of my voice is my savior when it comes to being sick. Yeah.
It's called Singing Saving Grace for people who don't know what that is. Singers Saving Grace. It's the worst thing you'll ever taste in your life. It's like right before the show, 2 hours. I can't talk. Oh, that was terrible. La la la.
Exactly.
I've done that so many times. This stuff is nasty, y'all. But it works. It works.
It does, though. I don't know what the heck is in there, but
don't spoil it for me, child. Don't. Just because if I know,
I didn't want to know anymore. I gave it up a long time ago.
Fine, okay. Just it works, okay. Naturally. Especially if you inhale while you do it, and then you go. I'm sorry for all you singers out there. You know what I'm talking
Right,
about.
they
Oh
understand.
my gosh, it's the worst thing ever. But
Exactly.
if you got to sing and you're sick, like you said, the show must go on. So,
Yes.
with everything that you're done, I mean, I congratulate you. I think were you ever on my show before?
Yes.
I think it's
Yes.
been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah.
I believe I still play your song because I stole it like I told you I would. And you never got it back like I told you I would
That's
never give it
perfectly
back.
fine. I understand.
So
We're in quarantine.
definitely. So you can send me anything anytime. I appreciate the updates that you're having, and I'm so happy that things are going better for you. I think though, and I'm really serious about it, I think because there's no outlet right now for the musicians to get out and sing, the biggest thing that we all can do is be our own business. And
Yes.
the business of music is business, y'all. It's like executive meetings with your assistants, meetings with your managers, meeting with your publicist,
All
meeting
the
with
time.
your everything else, and then going into the studio and then staying there all night long.
Yes.
It's
Facts.
business. It's real business.
It is.
So, where can people reach you? And are you looking for different talent? Maybe some background vocalists and things like that. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I'm always looking for people to incorporate in my
See,
stuff all the time. I
I'm
mean,
with y'all. I'm working on it.
yeah, even writers, I like to, because I'm a writer, but I like to
Mhm.
incorporate different writers because sometimes, you just want a new flavor involved, something
Mhm.
different. So, writers, producers, background vocalists, anybody who can do harmonies better than me. um,
I hear you. I'm same way. If you can sing, go right ahead.
exactly, do it,
Make it
please.
better.
Exactly.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm always looking for new talents and things like that. But where people can find me is NatalieNichole.com. Nichole is spelled with the H, Nichole. Natalie is spelled regular, and if you don't know how to regularly spell Natalie, it's Natalie. And if that's too hard to find, just go to my Instagram at Natalie_moments, and that's usually where you can find all the links to everything.
I put that right in the corner right there. Try to say that 10 times without being, a Natalie Cole. Natalie, it's not going to happen.
Natalie, yeah, it's hard.
You can't even say it. It's your name.
It's not, exactly. Facts.
But it's a beautiful name nonetheless. And I thank you for coming back on the show and giving me the updates. It's so cool when I have people to come back on the show and show that they're making progress and that they haven't stopped, and it inspires other people. Back when you came the first time, you gave your advice on, what it was like and how to keep going and what the advice you would give to a person who wants to maybe follow in your footsteps. And that was back then. Has anything changed since then?
No, I feel like, to keep going and to strive for something that you want, it always has the same principles, which is focusing on it, writing down your goals, and finding the smartest way to execute it without breaking the bank and or breaking, any morals or character that you have, in any integrity that you may have. So
Oops, I broke the bank. Sorry. I had to do it. Girl,
well darn. I don't know what to say about that one. I'm just
No.
gonna sip this tea here.
But you know how hard it is not to break the bank? It's like you got little tinklers. Like the musician's friend is not my friend. It's just not my friend. It's just not my friend. Not
It's
my friend.
It
It's
is hard, but if you, I feel like if you educate yourself as far as like what you're really trying to do, if you look at the core of what you're trying to do and you find as many outlets that you can that do that thing, and then see, which one is a better fit for you to begin
Right.
with. Because we all start from somewhere,
Yeah.
we don't start at the top. So, build from the bottom up and just, analyze what you're getting into before you dive all the way in, and
Hey.
especially when it costs money, and take your time. I mean, I feel like people rush a lot, and yes, it's good to be hungry for something, but at the same time it's also good to just realize what you're doing, because sometimes you can aimlessly be going fast nowhere.
Fast.
So
Yeah. On a treadmill.
yeah, not going nowhere. Exactly. So
On a
pay
treadmill.
attention.
Definitely.
Next month's song. That's next month's song. Pay attention.
Pay attention. Pay
Plug.
attention.
Facts.
Well, thank you again so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything that you're doing, and just the momentum that you have going for you is amazing. Guys, I want to let you know that throughout the entire show, you've been looking at her name and any of her social media, her website, or wherever you can reach her. It's right here in the corner. So all you have to do is just type that into your browser. If you can't type, use a finger and press enter. All right. And it'll take you there. We're going to have all of her information in the description box below. And I want to thank you again so much for being on the show.
Hey everybody, what it do? It's your girl Natalie Nichole, and you're listening to Yaya Diamond, and I'm about to drop Sunshine on you. Here it is. Hope you enjoy.
Oh shit, tie up on the beat and he killing it.
Right into 7. Sunshine, I can call you my baby boy. You can call me your baby girl. Maybe we could spend some time. I can be your sunshine. I can call you my baby boy. You can call me your baby girl. Maybe we could spend some time. I can be your sunshine. We don't have to be in love, love, love. We don't have to be in love, love. Sometimes you'll need a friend just to call when things are lit. Or maybe when you're living, I can be a good kin. I just wanna be the one you're missing. When everything ain't going right, we can just remain platonic. I ain't tryna fuck up or change your life, babe. Sunshine, I can call you my baby boy. You can call me your baby girl. Maybe we could spend some time. I can be your sunshine. I can call you my baby boy. You can call me your baby girl. Maybe we could spend some time. I can be your sunshine. We don't have to be in love, love, love. We don't have to be in love, love, love. I ain't never tryna fool you, that's deceiving. It's hard to come by a good friend, boy, believe me. I've been on the road 7 weeks in this evening. I just want someone I can call that can feel me. I know it's been hard, so I just want to phone you. Relate on a level that no one else understands, yeah. Sunshine, I can call you my baby boy. You can call me your baby girl. Maybe we could spend some time. I can be your sunshine. I can call you my baby boy. You can call me your baby girl. Maybe we could spend some time. I can be your sunshine. We don't have to be in love, love, love. We don't have to be in love, love, love. We don't have to be in love, love, love. We can just be friends, oh baby. We don't have to be in love, oh yeah, yeah. Hey. We can just be friends, oh baby. We don't have to be in love, love, love. Yeah, yeah. We can just be friends, yeah.
Yes.
We're done. Why you still here? Right? You
Right.
try to get all up in the flavor, don't even know the flavor of Kool-Aid, child. Get out of here, all right? Huh?
I dare to be different. I dare to be different. I dare to be different. I dare to